Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Chelsea Chandler, tracking what is potentially going to be an active day for us as far as severe weather goes. As you can see, the entire Mid-South under the severe weather outlook with most of the area in the orange. That's an enhanced risk. That's a 3 out of 5 for us. That's primarily areas along and south of I-40. The rest of the area under a slight risk. That's a 2 out of 5. So the reason we're seeing that is, again, because of the risk with our threats. We're seeing primarily a damaging wind threat. So what we're going to see with that is trees, tree limbs, and power outages. So you got to charge up those phones and make sure you have ways to receive alerts, whether that is still through your phone or a weather radio. Again, you want to make sure that you're able to receive the alerts, especially since the timing of this storm threat is going to be later in the evening when some of you may be headed to bed. So you want to make sure you're still able to get those as we head into the evening hours. Tornado threat. It is actually moderate, so we could see a few of these begin to spin up. So we want to make sure that we're able to get alerts for that. Large hail is possible as well. So looking at those threats, as far as severe winds, you can see where the greatest threat. You're actually going to see this over and over again, this pattern here. So this area in red, that's where we're going to see the greatest threat for power outages with these winds as this line comes in. That wind is going to pick up ahead of that front, so we're going to see that as the afternoon and early evening as well. Now with the hail, again, same area, going to be seeing the greatest chance for hail, large hail at that with this storm. Now as far as the tornado threat, that actually has expanded a large bit as the morning has unfolded. So we are seeing now this entire area in yellow with the greatest potential for tornadoes this evening, and does now include the Memphis metro. So I definitely want you to make sure that you are weather aware as the afternoon, primarily the evening hours unfold. So let's take a look at the hour by hour for your day. As we head into the afternoon, you could start to see some showers and thunder showers that develop. As kids are coming home, you may be dodging some rain. As you start to get towards your evening commute, though, things start to get a little bit dicier. So around 6 o'clock, we start to see a line that develops in northeastern Arkansas. As it pushes a little bit further east, we start to see a little bit more of a defined line. That's when things are going to start getting worse for us. The more defined that line becomes, the stronger it becomes. It begins to track east, and as it does, we'll still see that potential for it to even get stronger as it continues to push out of the area, with the greatest risk, I believe, between about 6 and 11 o'clock. Around the Memphis metro itself, I think it's going to be closer to 8. So we're going to look at that a little bit closer. So as we get again through the afternoon hours, a few showers, a few storms possible. Those even could have some small hail with them. But again, the greatest threat, I believe, comes in once we get later into the afternoon, evening hours. So 6 o'clock, that line begins to form. But once we get to 8 o'clock, you really start to see that defined line right over the Memphis metro. So between 7 and 8, if you don't have to be out on those roadways, I suggest you don't. As we get through the rest of the evening, it does push out of the metro, but it's still impacting North Mississippi until about midnight. So, of course, these models will continue to update. We'll have Chief Meteorologist John Bryant tracking them. Meteorologist Chase Arnold will be here because we do expect this to be a pretty active event, but we will be tracking it, keeping you up to date with the very latest information, keeping you and your family safe. We'll have all of that right here at localmemphis.com.